one of those things that's gonna add a little bit of decorative beauty. All right, we're gonna continue on that theme, and we're gonna talk about our solar laser mobiles. These are so wicked cool, it's ridiculous. And you're looking how they look at night. Why? Well, first of all, they're solar powered, so that's what's gonna be what drives them. That's their energy source. So you never have to worry about buying any batteries or plugging anything in. And this features either color changing hummingbirds, which you see right there, or we also have it in our Dragonfly as well. And this is a unique, like super cool laser built in, right?
Right. So
that lights up, shoots down and lights everything up?
Correct, right.
Oh
so we have had, for the last couple of weeks, these mobiles that came in 2 packs. Well, this though is spectacular. What it is it's a mobile and you're gonna get that color changing, but underneath here is a secret little display that presses down, that shoots down onto the ground, a beautiful display of bright red flowers. So for about an hour or two, once the sun goes down, this solar panel, which has been charging all day, is going to now shoot down this gorgeous red image. Now that'll last for a couple of hours, and once that uses up some of the energy, the rest of the time you will still continue to get this beautiful color changing look. We have a couple of everyone's favorite icons, the hummingbird, which is one of our biggest sellers at Wind and Weather. And then of course we have the Dragonfly, which you're seeing there. So they're very unique in the fact that they're color changing and that they're,
Look
of course,
at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that great? So with the little movement of the sun, of course, I'm sorry, little movement of the wind, you're gonna get some movement out of them, but it's that color changing that is just mesmerizing.
It really, and you know what I love too, is that you don't have to babysit it. There's nothing to plug in, no battery. Remember, it has its own rechargeable battery built in, and you want to put this in an area where it'll get some sun.
Right.
During the day. Not all day. I mean, as long as it gets, with these things I find if they can get 3 or 4 hours of sun, you're good to go. Because I don't need it to be on for 9 hours.
No, exactly.
I'm gonna be asleep. But I'd like it to be on, in the 3 or 4 hours and it's dark that I'm still awake. I'd like to see it, so don't worry so much about that. We get a lot of people that ask about the construction, and I will tell you, yes, we could have done these in glass, but remember, these are gonna be outdoors and they're gonna catch the wind. And if these little delicate little wings clank together, they would break. They would shatter if they were glass. So we use this acrylic material, which holds the color better, and holds it really well. And if it was glass, these things would be $149, let's be honest. So, but I love that they're durable. They're made to clank around and they're made to spin around. And they're made of that acrylic, which when the laser goes through, it's like the birds are alive. They're alive.
Glowing, right?
Yes.
The color is so vibrant. Well, and it's Wind and Weather, right? And Wind and Weather is a company that's been around since 1976. Yeah.
Look at it.
Their items, everything that we bring to you from Wind and Weather, they are designed, engineered, they are meant to be outside. I can't even with these. And look at that laser design.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. They're such unique pieces. But like I was saying, these are meant to be outside so they can handle the elements. You never have to worry about the quality of Wind and Weather. They have been around that long because they last and because they are such great quality. And to your point about the light, I'm really happy that we have such a large solar panel on the top of our solar panels, because the truth is, the larger the panel is, the more energy it's going to absorb. And you're never gonna see it, so you don't really care what size it is. But what that is going to do is soak in a ton of energy so that when the sun goes down, of course, you're gonna get that beautiful glow, and it's super bright. It's a nice bright color changing. And then of course with this, you have that great little laser built in. It's a
light show. You're gonna love this. And sun goes down, these all turn on. No babysitting, no maintenance whatsoever.